And we're live. How
Hello,
y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Howdy,
hello,
howdy.
hello, hello.
Welcome to Tuesday Taco. I mean Tuesday discussion. Discussion.
Taco night.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Discussion or discussion?
I had some ribeye tacos.
Ribeye tacos,
Oh,
that's
Ribeye tacos. That was really good. I mean, wow. I mean, I never had ribeye tacos before. With some guacamole, some cilantro, some onions. That was some good stuff.
I like some barbacoa every once in a while. Every once in a
Yeah.
while, I'll go for a lingua taco, a lingua, or how you pronounce that.
Mm. Lengua
Or,
taco.
yeah, every once in a while. You can only have like one.
Jenny.
hi,
Hey, Jenny.
Jenny.
Yeah, usually, if you get like the three,
Tina.
like a three taco, you get one of those, lingua, one al pastor, and one like asada. Or
Right. Oh man. All right, let's talk about the most scariest places you guys ever been. And
Ghost
Ghost
Mama.
Mama, how you doing?
Hey, Ghost Mama.
Nico Mama.
Christina.
Scariest place I've ever been.
Yeah, the scariest places you ever been. Because for me,
It's
I,
everywhere.
basically, yeah, basically, I'm a little scary cat from time to time. I would
I
say the
ever.
other word, but I think scary cat is simple. Yeah, but I mean, let me start it off. For me, my scariest place was the museum, the one in Michigan. That place really scared the living soul out of me at that one point. And it was just that little freaking strip thing that just came off. I don't know if it was actually the ghost there or it just fell off, but I know 100% that I did not touch that.
Yes.
Hey,
The ace.
Hey,
hey,
fish.
Hello.
how you doing?
Hello.
And
Let's say I
it
got
really scared the crap out of me. I jumped like 10 feet. I knocked the chair over a little bit because when I jumped back, I hit the chair. And I swear, man, I mean, I don't know if I got hurt or anything, but I heard Sean laughing at me.
Yeah, I
But
thought it was funny because he jumped to if
man, it's just
maybe if
crazy.
Michigander man didn't have a camera in his hand, he might
Yeah.
have better. He could put it right into his arms.
Did I bump him?
I don't know. I don't. He might have though.
How about you, Sean? Where were your scariest place at?
Though the old mill there was a pretty scary place and pretty creepy, especially when you're walking around in certain areas, especially when you went off alone.
Mm-hmm.
It got pretty creepy. But I'd have to say for myself
Hey,
would
D.
be the Joliet prison because I was in there walking around, working several times alone,
Yeah.
and also walking through there 3 o'clock in the morning, where John was on one end of the prison, I'm walking on the other end of the prison, so we don't really know exactly where each other's at, and you're just yeah,
Wow.
that's really creepy walking around by yourself in a abandoned prison 3 o'clock in the morning.
Mm. Wow. That yeah. Uh, I mean, we were supposed to sleep there, but we didn't even do that at all.
At the old mill, yeah.
Yeah. So that was a little bummer, but you know what? It's fine. I got scared. That's good. I still had to change my underwear. So, how about you, Sandra?
Me, it was an abandoned mausoleum. You felt the dread like all over the land outside. I didn't even go in. I turned around and hopped in the truck and left. That's how it was.
Really?
Yep. And Mo and Angelo went there. It's a crazy place. And then it's when I went to the Screaming Tunnel. There too, you feel the dread. You feel it. It's
Uh,
choking you. And something wanted to attach itself to Eric. So
oh wow.
because I had like a banana. purse thing there, and I had all the crystals, all the protection and stuff was in that pocket, and Eric had nothing.
Oh
And
wow.
he went. I said, "Oops, I forgot," and he almost like threw up. He was,
Oh,
Right.
and he's really hard to get to gag like that. So
Oh wow. He, he
we'll
just got
always remember that.
he got that motion sickness.
Yeah, that's what he had. He said he felt like a hand on his back,
Oh wow.
and it was burning. He had a leather jacket on, and he felt it through the leather.
Oh
So he
wow,
came
that's
running
crazy.
back. I went in the first time off. I'm okay with this. Let's go. I went in. I heard a noise, and I came running back out. You really see me running out. So Eric goes, "Okay, I'll go then." So he goes in and he crosses the whole tunnel,
man.
and he's at the end of the tunnel.
Uh-huh.
And then he came walking fast because he has long legs. So he came back walking fast, and I'm going to throw up. So
Oh wow. Wow, that's
yeah,
crazy. I know Jenny loves. She goes with her husband to those cemeteries, and I know she got her husband there, but it has to be super scary going through all that cemetery at night.
oh yes,
You know,
for sure.
I mean, just to
Wish there
think,
was some cemeteries we can do at night like that though around
yeah,
here, because all the cemeteries around here they
They're creepy.
trespass you out of there and you get fined and ticketed.
yeah. I mean, the only cemetery we could go at night is the one like those really like small one that's in between like
There was
stores or
absolutely no
whatnot.
fencing around there, nothing like that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but those are really small, I,
Creepy.
and you hear cars passing by all the time. You hear people walking through there left and right. I mean, yeah, you can't really.
Yeah, we don't really have any good
It is
cemeteries there like
scary.
that we can go to. Because all the teenagers ruined it all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, kids.
get out of there.
Oh, and
Uh,
your last one, Jenny. Oh, God. Finding that casket with the thing draped, tarp draped over it and everything. I mean, okay, it must have been there ready for something, but oh my gosh, to come across that when you're on your lives and adventuring, that would freak me out. Be like,
yeah.
who forgot to put someone in? Like, what the heck,
I mean, I know there was one cemetery she went to. It's like a big one or something like that. I don't know the name of it, but I've seen that cemetery in other people's video before. I don't know the name of the cemetery. It was a while back though. I don't know if she still goes there or not. So
Even
Vaca,
Amy,
where have you gone that gave you the heebie-jeebies?
Actually, for me, I haven't been to. I mean, see, heebie-jeebies is. I haven't really been anywhere that freaked me out. Technically,
Probably.
I've felt a couple of weird things here and there in some of the old buildings up in the city when I've been. Particularly in one of our cities is called Fremantle, up in the big city. There's sort of the two main ones, and one's Perth, and that's our capital city. But there's Fremantle, and that has a lot of vibes. Just walking around, there's different sections because there's an old jail which actually does tours and things where you can go to the old jail at night. This sort of thing. And then there's, ghosts and things there. I think Amy's Crypt channel has even been to Fremantle and they've done the old jail and another couple of areas where you just get some really uneasy sort of feelings, But for me, I suppose the house I lived in that I told the story about wasn't exactly freaky because it was that cold. In that corner, and it was a spirit who was needed moving on. But I think for me, just trying to do the para games and sitting in that little cemetery,
Uh,
with my back to the problem is it's a main road runs through this very old little cemetery right near the center of town. So
Right.
it was the original cemetery, although I have just heard that a section that they're digging up somewhere, we thought the old jail we have, which has also been on Amy's Crypt in my town, that's got a couple of hauntings. We've just heard that there's another really old jail, older than that they may have found in my town. So
Really?
I don't know. I'm waiting to hear a bit more about that one. But for me, just try and do the para games and having your back to a main road and it being dark, but it was still like, where it is, there's houses and a bus depot, but having my back to that main road,
Mm-hmm.
doing it by myself, and that didn't feel
by
very-
yourself, and it's scary.
Right.
Yeah, that's probably the one for me that had my anxiety level up here, and I was very sort of aware.
And it
Wow.
was the time I went in the crypt to do I think it was the first one we had to write down our questions. I was
Yes.
shaking.
I mean, I decided not to do the second season at all because the first season, I dropped out. I don't know what, the third
Yeah.
game or something. Yeah, I dropped out. But Jenny said something about a coffin.
Yeah, she found
Hold
it.
on. Which one
on the video.
was that recently?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and there's a
I
short
missed
on her
that
channel,
one?
guys. If you haven't seen it, they've actually put it up as a short as
Oh.
well, like on the not a short, but a short video on her channel.
Uh-huh.
Like
yeah,
short.
they came across that. Now that would freak me out.
I would have ran
That-
sometimes.
That is something. I mean, I've seen coffin when I go to funerals and stuff like that, but I never seen one
Mhm.
that's actually in the cemetery. Was that in the cemeteries?
It was outside.
Yeah, it was in the bit of the mausoleum type part, wasn't it, Jenny? They were looking around and yeah,
Was it
I love
open?
hubby's reaction though. That was I love it.
Mm.
I would have freaked out and gone, oh my God, what have they forgotten to do? Is there somebody? You know what I mean? Like, oh my God. It was racing when I saw that. I was just like, oh no.
Wow.
Is someone going to get in trouble? Is there somebody in that? Like,
Did they only pay a
Just didn't get around
deposit?
to it, the end of the day came around and they forgot,
Yeah, that's
We'll
it.
be-
At the mausoleum side entrance at night.
She's
Just
not
sitting
going
there.
nowhere. Don't worry, we'll be there in the
Wow.
morning.
We'll be back for you next week, Uncle Paul.
Jenny, was the coffin open? Did you get? I'm sorry, I missed that one. Man, that sounded so freaking
Wow.
cool. I'm gonna go back and check it out. Was it open? Did you see? Was there a body in it?
I don't know if they looked, but it had like a tarp or something over it. So it was sort of sitting there
Okay.
with a tarp over it. And I'm just like, my head just went all sorts of places, mate. Who didn't pay the bill? Like, is the digger breakdown? I mean, did they not? Are they full and they thought they had space?
Yeah.
What's the go, man?
You know that. This is-
Wow.
Actually, one. No, it was closed on a gurney. Oh, okay. One of my bucket lists is to go to Florida, not only to hang out with Double D, but
Mhm.
also to hang out with Jenny Love and her husband. That was one of my.
Hey, and I was never
that's
into
one of my
Gators,
bucket
but
lists.
now I want to go to Gator World as well. There are so many
Oh,
reasons I want
Gatorware?
to go to
Yeah.
Florida now.
Yes.
Besides Donnie and Jenny and everyone in Florida. I was never into Gators, but thanks to Omar introducing
Yeah.
us to Gatorland and Savannah, I now really want to go to Gatorland too.
Hold
I
on.
want to be a
Don't
snowbird.
Don't you have poisonous alligators in Australia? I mean, everything's poisonous over there.
No, dude, they're not poisonous. They're just big. We
Yeah.
have big crocs, but they're mainly up north and a little on the east coast, north sort of.
Okay.
It's mainly the top. So
Right.
you're okay if you're sort of, middle down. You're all right.
She said, "We all right down here. Come down here."
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Jenny,
Down my way.
definitely.
Only
Down
half
my
of
way.
it is out
What's the
here.
worst you got to worry about?
Trust
I
me,
know,
Jenny. You're once I go out there, I want to hang out with you and your husband for a little bit. Maybe hit some of that cemetery. Because me and Sean, we hit our cemetery up here. Hey, Sean, remember when we did that cemetery at, I forgot where those two guys came out? Those two guys
Moon
in a
Point?
truck?
Yeah, the Moon Point Cemetery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a thing that I said that, man, it feels like somebody was watching us in one of my video. And as soon as I end my video, that's when those two guys came out and they said they were watching us through their cam.
Yeah, there's cameras out at that cemetery, so they're watching people.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Yeah. And they said we saw you guys and through our cameras in the woods and stuff like that, and we want to know what you guys were doing over here. I told him, hey, we was just filming. He said, oh, okay. And then he started talking about that purple crap thing, whatever that is.
Yeah, which I think is the most stupidest thing, especially for abandoned places.
Yeah.
It's
How much
purple-
spray
purple
paint I've
is-
seen,
Uh-huh.
especially, a lot of abandoned places I go, you see spray paint all over the place. Some purple spray paint on a tree, go and walk, you're not going to think twice about that. It was if somebody with a spray can just has extra spray paint.
Yeah.
Red markings.
Urban explorers
I've seen
know.
blue and pink markings on trees. So no, a freaking purple marking means
Yeah. You know what the purple mark means? I'm like, what the heck? What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know what the purple mark means. What's purple mark mean?
Uh,
Fill me
it-
in, please.
It's private.
To them, it said no trespassing. Instead of
no
keeping a freaking sign
What?
saying no trespassing,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
there is a sign saying from dusk to dawn or something like that. You can't.
Yeah,
go
we were
there.
there. It was perfect between the hours. We weren't there after hours, so I don't know why they even came out.
Yeah,
They're just nosy.
it's crazy, man. I mean,
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
you're
cameras and.
No,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
not Ghost Mama. Where are you, honey? I don't know where you are.
Wow.
yeah,
I
but
don't want to
I,
meet
I,
everyone if I can never get over there.
all
So.
abandoned places I've been to, they all have spray paint. The one place we've gone to has incredible graffiti.
Hmm.
We're well worth filming, but there's other kind of spray paint all over that place, and
But
right.
it's at the entrance of that place. Like you're
Yeah,
walking
and it's-
towards
like I said, even the
Right there,
entrances
right there.
of the places, there's spray paint on the ground, there's on
yeah, so that
everything.
means-
So you can't differentiate. You're going to
Yeah.
walk right past the purple frickin'
Yes, they are awesome.
marking.
They are.
It is
See,
really
I'd have no
Yeah.
clue.
stupid. About
I'd
that.
have no clue if I came over there unless it was a sign that
Right.
says no trespassing. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I
Right.
guess they did that because
most
people would just
urban
tear down the no
explorers
trespassing
know
signs.
this.
So this was a way of making it.
All of them.
Why don't they just spray paint
actually,
in like bright orange fluorescent? No trespassing, so you can't remove it or whatever like that. Instead of some
Montreal.
purple
where is
mark
it?
that looks like somebody was
Where
just
is it?
clearing out
Isn't
their
it
spray
one of
can.
one of the states that does if your fence is purple, it's that's a warning not to trespass.
No,
I'm
this is
sure I
a
read
spray
not long
painted
ago
mark.
in one of the states over there, if you paint your fence purple, that's enough for people to know do not trespass. Or
I guess
Well-
the whole fence.
well,
or
the only-
whole thing was purple.
The only sign that I know no trespassing is those people with the white hoodies, and they had burning red crosses or whatever. Yeah, those are no trespassing signs. Yeah, but I think that was stupid. I think it's all that. So Donnie, where was your scary? I mean, you had a few scary places.
Well, to be honest with you, the most scary place that I've ever been was in Nevada, actually, with through the family reunion.
Where the
Oh yeah,
The
that
Skinwalker
cave?
Cave. Yes,
Skinwalker
the
Cave.
Skinwalker Cave. Now, there was two incidences that scared the crap out of me here, all right? The first one was when Amy and I had kind of branched off by ourselves. We actually heard a growl. Both of us actually heard this. So it wasn't like we was listening to the footage and heard it. We actually heard it. So that was one instance that really freaked me out, besides when I grabbed the kid's chair and was sitting in the entrance and it sounded like something ran towards me. But then on the
you
way
grabbed that
back,
chair? You grabbed that blue chair?
Yeah, I pulled the blue chair up to the front and was gonna sit
Yep.
there while they did the spirit box, but everybody made me get out. They were like, "Nah, that's a little too dumb of you. We can't allow that."
Oh man, that's crazy.
But
But I heard going to that cave brings you bad luck after.
if it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck, so I wouldn't know the difference.
I don't know.
You know, I was in
Mary,
there, my light
Mary,
died, so I didn't really get too
Mary.
far, too much in exploring in that cave because I didn't feel like walking around in the dark.
Well, the second part that really freaked me out about this trip, and I've never told anyone about this, but on the way back, we was driving Sean was actually driving in that Honda Odyssey van.
yeah, that van,
Yeah. And we were just gliding. Sean was like, he was gliding that van. It was just like so smooth. But me and Dustin are awake and we're looking at each other, and we're talking as we're riding. We're seeing the pyramid and all that stuff as we're going through. And all of a sudden we just hear, it sounded like something growling in
That was my
the trunk.
stomach.
No, it was actually you snoring.
Yeah, I passed out. I fell asleep. Dude.
Yes, he did. He was snoring in the back, and me and Dustin just looked at each other, started laughing. He was recording during some of that, so I know he's got it on some
He
footage.
got it somewhere. Yeah, yeah. I was tired though. I mean, what time was that? That wasn't even that late, right?
No, it was like 2 a.m.
Was it?
Yeah, it was like
Yeah,
2
I think by
a.m.
the end, it was getting kind of late. But,
Oh wow.
Yeah, because everybody had to get back because we had to leave the next day.
Oh yeah.
You guys left that morning. I don't even know how Sean drove.
I think we only had like 3 or 4 hours sleep that night.
It was crazy.
I would like to have one of these days Jenny Love up on my panel one day so we could talk.
Oh yeah, she'd be cool.
I want to, see all the stuff. Well, hear all the stuff that she already have seen, heard, and felt.
You're gonna find it
On her
very
investigation. Yeah, I mean, when we do ours, sometimes when I'm doing mine, sometimes I hear things, but through my camera, I don't hear them with my own eyes. But there was one time when I was in Bachelor Grove, and me and my buddy Adrian, we were walking in the woods. This was in November, I think 2 years ago. We were walking down the woods towards the cemetery, and all of a sudden we heard something go, "Hey!" And we looked around and like, "What the hell?" We both said, "Oh, we heard you." There was nobody around. There was nothing. It was just me and Adrian, and all we heard was, "Hey!" And we looked around. We were like, we got scared for a minute because, you hear a voice out of nowhere with your own ears, and there's nobody around.
That does remind me of the
That
time.
happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the time we were down at the Texas family reunion. It was we were at the Devil's Den, and it was really hot that night. I don't remember what time it was. I know it was kind of late at night. We were all back there in exploring the Devil's Den. I know me and Georgie were George from George the Fam TV. We were hot, and I was like, I'm gonna go back to the car. I've got enough film here for film this already. So go back to the car and sit in the air conditioning. As me and George were walking back to the car, walking up on the path out, we stopped because I don't know if it was before or after. I know we stopped to saw a tarantula, but it was right after or before we stopped the tarantula. We saw the tarantula, or right after. We heard this female voice come off because we're walking out of the woods. It was off to my left, and it just said hi. We both heard it at the same time because we both stopped. We're like, hello? And we're all looking in the woods, and like, look back at each other. You heard that, right? And, yeah. But yeah, clear day, female voice just said hi. I know. I can remember we saw this big tarantula walking across the path too. Like I said, I don't recall if it was right before that voice or right after. I remember stopping and
Oh,
looking
wow.
at watching the tarantula. I was like, "Oh, good thing Amy's way back, still back that way, because she'd be freaking out right now."
Mhm.
But I can tell you for my next party game challenge, that's what I was saying before. I'm going to tell you the future. I'm going to have a lot of problems doing that one because that's where I saw the dark shadow in the bathroom. So,
Oh, you guys got to do the bathroom one, right? Laying in the
yeah, in the
bathtub.
tub.
Oh yeah.
For 10 minutes with a blindfold on.
It even, look,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
blindfold and two candles, watch me set fire to my curtain.
Yeah.
In my
I'm going to
shower.
burn the house down, guys. I'm going to
And
accidentally
you
knock
guys
one
be
of those
careful.
candles
Don't put
over.
them anywhere near curtains. Oh my goodness. And don't
Mate.
drop them on yourself if you're going to have it sitting on the edge of the bath or anything. Just be
I'm
very
gonna have
careful.
to figure something out for that. Put them away from me and the curtain.
Yes.
How about you, Vodka? Have you heard voices? Not in your head. I mean,
I was going to say, well, I argue with one or two every day, but, actually, I did when I had, when I was younger, actually. There was an old place my brother was renting, and I was only, gosh, I must have only been about 9 or 10, I reckon. And we went to visit one day, and I was just sitting in the lounge, and him and Mum were making a cuppa or something, and I was just sitting there, and I chucked the telly on, and I swore I heard someone say, "Turn it off," and I was like, "Okay, well, I'm not allowed to watch." And I went, "Well, is there something wrong with the TV? Am I not allowed to watch telly?" And the brother comes in, going, "What are you talking about, sis?" Because he's sort of, my siblings are like much older than me. Well, they're 10, 12, and 13 years older than me. So, I'm like, well, someone just told me to turn it off. And he's like, no, we didn't. And I was like, yeah, I heard you a minute ago. I turned the telly on and someone said, turn it off. And he goes, sis, that wasn't us. Mum and I are talking in the kitchen. And I'm like, well, then it must have been Craig or, and he goes, no, they're not home. And I'm just like, are you sure? Because I swear that was what I heard. And he's like, no, it wasn't us, sis. Honest, it wasn't us. We're just talking, getting a cuppa and, you can watch telly, no problem. And I would just sat in that lounge room then just looking around after he walked away going, all righty then, I'll just sit here. Yeah, no, I won't. I'll get up, turn TV off, and I'm going to go in the kitchen with Mum and brother. And that's really the only voice I've ever heard, to be honest. So, yeah, I was young, freaked me out a little, but there again, Mum had to go cleanse that house in a couple of months later. So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was an old lady's home, and she still thought it was her place.
Probably.
Not the renters, and yeah, so she had to go. But that's my only voice thing I've ever heard.
Oh, wow.
I mean, a couple of times I've wondered.
Yeah.
Every time I watch someone's video, I see or hear something, I timestamp it, but I don't know if they appreciate that or not.
I sure do. I go back when they tell me.
I check it out all the time too.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I would do it myself too. When my people would timestamp something, I'd go right away.
Yeah.
But
I love when they do that to me,
with Omar and all them, they don't answer the comments, and I leave them timestamps about this big. I don't know if they appreciate that or what.
I don't know. The user, the poster doesn't appreciate it. I know other people probably do though.
Mm-hmm.
Right. How about you, Donnie? Have you seen or heard voices?
Good night, Jenny.
I'm kind of like all of us up here.
All right, Jenny.
I hear
I'll get in
voices.
touch with you.
Yeah.
Good night, Jenny. But I hear voices all the time. No, no.
Yeah,
Here's
join the club,
another
brother.
thing.
It's all good.
No joke. In this room, it's very scary. The other night, the other live stream I did with you guys, I told you guys I'm getting off because I'm starting to get scared. I was really scared here. Like the activity moved up. I don't know what happened here, but yeah, I was ready to run.
Wow.
Really, Sandra, what did you do to the spirit there?
Well,
You brought more rocks.
You- She probably did like she did to Eric and turned him into a skeleton.
I
Probably
do spells, and some spells,
Mystic.
and
Mystic.
I just don't have protection enough
Mm.
for my spells
Right.
to communicate with some people. And one time I invited someone that you don't want here, that shadow dude. So I would do my live streams on Friday night, and my people in the chat would say, "Oh, there's that black dude again." He was in back of me all the time, and sometimes he would interfere with my voice box or something. He would always interfere with that too.
Mm.
So that's one reason why I stopped doing lives, but closed lives I do now. That's what
Right.
I call closed, because he was there like all the time. Either he was on this side or on this side, or they saw him on this side and they saw the little girl on this side. So they know it's
Wow.
they were starting to wake up more. Like they were calm at first, and like I would feed them like this is what Danny from the corner, something like that. Danny, anyways, he told me to give them apples and tobacco so they can feed off that and they'll stay quiet. So that's what I've been doing, and it worked. But then I stopped. I don't know. I just didn't think about it anymore, and they got mad at me, I guess.
Yeah, you might want to do it some more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely can't have that hanging around.
No, but they're like I don't feel a fear that they're gonna hurt me, but I just fear they're here.
Well, tell them to pay rent.
Well, that's what I
Right.
said. It didn't work.
I had do laundry or something. These dishes.
Right. They
Yeah,
can
cook me
mow the
supper.
lawns. You know.
Wash the floors.
Do you imagine? Can you imagine? One day you leave out the house and then you come back home and everything's done. The laundry, the wash, dishes, the floor mopped, everything.
Oh,
And, uh, I mean,
Wow.
you know, like
Man,
the ghosts done everything.
we can
that all
dream.
your dream.
But instead, what I've seen, they've done the opposite.
Turn on the
Yeah, right.
faucet.
All the drawers are open, the doors
Yeah.
open.
They got
All the
that
dishes
going
on the floor.
here.
Do some baking.
It come home, there's a roast in the oven ready to go, cooking
Oh,
away.
nice.
That'd be good.
That's when you get the ghost of a maid or something, though.
Yeah, get them a maid outfit. That's great.
So you
Although-
can see them walking at least.
I've when we came back from Nevada, from Skinwalker Cave, there was a thing that happened to me here. I don't know if I shared it with you guys before. I shared it with Amy. I know that. I was I think it was like a day or two after we came back. I was laying on the sofa watching TV, and I put my remote. Where's my remote? At? Somewhere around here. Well, my Roku remote. I put it on the table, and I'm watching TV, and all of a sudden, my Roku remote flew off the table and hit the sofa. I was like, "What the?" That never happened to me before, and I'm like, "Holy crap! Did I bring something home?" But it only happened once, and I haven't seen anything since then.
Wow.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but I was like, "Oh snap!" What the hell did I just bring from over there?
Like I have a lady and a little girl. That's because I took the rocks from that abandoned cemetery. And
Uh-huh.
and I wouldn't bring them back, but I showed them the way back home. like back and forth. So they come every winter.
Oh, well, they come every winter because they hate the cold, so they want to be somewhere
Yeah, they're
warm.
cold. So, like the lady and the little girl, they're not mean or anything. They just stand and as if they want to talk to you,
Uh-huh.
but nothing comes out. And they don't really understand the spirit box because this these people are in the 17th century there, 18th century. So,
Oh wow.
but that black shadow, I don't know where he comes from, but I think it's one of my spells when I was at my altar. I was doing something to communicate with a loved one that passed, and it didn't work out. So I'm pretty sure that's where he comes from. So
I have had that happen too,
Wow.
Mary.
Yeah.
Go out and buy something I had, I was like, I know I had some of this, or whatever. This happened just recently, actually. I think it was at, can't remember what the heck it was.
Yeah.
I had to
That
buy. Oh, it was a
that
patching compound. I know I had a jar, a little tub of patching compound and patch some stuff in the drywall.
mm,
Can't find it for the life of me. So we go out and buy another little tub of it. Get back home, I find another tub of this stuff, another of the patching compound.
yeah.
It wasn't here before. I swear it wasn't here before.
They're playing games, giggling, going, ha ha ha, now we've made him go off and buy more. We'll put it back.
That would run. I think that would make me like crazy. I said, "Hold on, didn't I just hold on? Put it here. It's gone. A couple of days later or hours later, it's back in the same place where I put it at." I'm like, "Where the hell did this come from?" I mean, it wasn't here. It was here. It wasn't here. I mean, now it's here. It would drive me nuts. It would drive me nuts. And then later on, then I'll figure out. It'll scare me later. I'm like, "Do I have something?"
And also, I found other things. Before we started this painting project, I needed to buy some brushes. So we went to the store, bought some brushes. Then I needed something else that I have out in the shed. So I went out and digging in the shed. I found more brushes out there, brand new. I was like, I guess I should have checked out here before I went and buy more.
Wow, jeez, man, I don't know. I mean, you know, okay. What's scarier is not ghost. What's scarier is actually human. Am I right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Okay.
abandoned places.
There was a
Human
video
more
that I
scary than
saw.
spirit.
There was a video that I saw of a little girl. I don't know where she's coming from, school or something. Walking down the alley, right? And this is not paranormal. This is not paranormal, but
I see.
there was a car that came by, stopped in front of the, like the little girl's coming, and the car passed her up, but stopped. The guy opens the door and was calling the little girl, right? So the little girl took notice and got scared and started backing off, right? So the guy closed the door and he was going to reverse. When he reversed the car, there was a dog that came out of nowhere, a stray dog, not her dog or nothing, it's just a stray dog, came out of nowhere and started barking at the guy, and chased the guy out. Chased the guy. So, but I don't know if the little girl is safe because she ran, left, and that's it of the video.
Mm.
But it goes to show that humans are more scarier than the paranormal.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, when we go to these abandoned places or something like that, what scares me the most is like, man, are we gonna see somebody in there? Are they gonna stick us up? Are they gonna harm us in any way? Because you can't really have fun without somebody destroying your fun.
Right.
And that kind of pisses me off because that's one of the reasons why a lot of these abandoned places close and won't allow anybody in there, even if it's safe. Even if it's safe. Because when you go in there, there's always somebody vandalizing.
Yep.
There's always somebody doing some kind of illegal stuff in there. Um, it spoils us YouTubers
Mm-hmm.
from investigating or from doing something that we know that we're not gonna do anything wrong.
Yeah, all we're going
Yeah.
to do is take pictures and film. We're not going to vandalize nothing.
Just leave your footprints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
I know from firsthand experience, humans are far more dangerous than the spirits.
Mm.
There's actually a video on my YouTube saying so. That's why, like most of us, we will call ahead and talk to the people where we're going to be sure that it's okay. Now, the cemeteries are public property. You know, you can be there anyways. But like any of these so-called abandoned properties, you got to check and double check that they truly are abandoned.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah, some people like to live in junk.
But
Yeah, I
see,
don't
this
think they're not truly abandoned. They're owned by somebody, but they're
Yeah.
just not
Right.
being used
Yeah.
at the moment. And
But look. Okay, I heard it from Omar and I heard it from other people. They said when you're going to do some kind of investigation, even if it's paranormal or abandoned places, always go in the day, right, and check it out.
Yeah.
Okay, you go in the day and check it out, you don't find anything, but at the nighttime, that's when everybody goes in there.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
it's probably because they say that for let's say it's a building, so you can see if there's holes on the floor and where they are to spot them.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
yeah, I think that, as like you said, it's partly knowing
Yeah.
knowing your
to
way
know the
around.
around.
familiarizing yourself with the place.
Right.
Also
Because a
going
lot
to
of
during
those
the day.
places have got holes in the floor and all sorts, haven't they? Really, or very
Yeah.
rickety stairs, or so it is a good idea to check them out. But of course, there's no guarantee when you go back that night that
Right.
There's also
Right.
can expose evidence of what you're saying, Badrika, like big parties or something, a lot of activity going on at night. You
Mhm.
see like fire pits, lots of graffiti,
Mhm.
beer cans and stuff all over the place, lots of
Mhm.
trash. And
Right.
if nobody's around during the day, but you see all this stuff, something's going on during the night.
Yeah, it's or if there's needles and stuff.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
And you
step
got drug
on that.
addicts and
I
you
mean,
start finding mattresses and stuff like that. You might have homeless around, and
right, squatters and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Or a grocery cart.
tents and
Yeah.
stuff
There's
like
a
that. I remember
grocery
seeing
cart
tents. And,
nearby. That means homeless people.
Yeah, I guess that's it's pretty smart though. To like you guys said, go in the day, familiarize the area, where everything is at, the exits, the holes, just in case you don't want to hurt yourself. You know, also,
How many
look
times
out
has
for.
James nearly fallen down something?
That's true. That's true.
Mhm.
I've seen
I mean,
James fall
okay,
quite a few
his
times.
vision is a problem as well, but the places where they haven't had time to go and look first, the amount of times that man has nearly lost his life,
Hmm.
dang holes somewhere, or not realizing is scary.
I know.
So-
I got two
Yeah.
friends that went through the floor. The first one, it's his backpack that stopped him from going completely to the
Oh
basement.
wow.
It
Oh my
got
goodness.
cut. But the other one, like you saw it, it was like finished the floor. Instead of going like on the side, he just went in like that and whoop.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I mean, me and Sean went to an abandoned building, the Arsenal, and lucky we went in the day because there were like holes on the floor, and we saw that in the day. So yeah, I mean, at night, I don't know because that place is really dark when it gets dark.
yeah, there's absolutely no lights out there.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I guess you guys are right. Yeah, it's best to go in the day and check out everything before you
Yeah,
do anything at
That's
night.
what I always do. And I even spot it for like a few weeks to really confirm that it's abandoned, that there's never someone there.
Star Grove is a perfect point too. If we would have went there, if we would have went trying to find that place, at night,
Mhm.
we would have never found it. We would have walked right past it, never found it.
Yeah.
take-
Going to there during the
photos
day,
too.
we were able to spot some of the tombstones through the tall grass, and it's over here.
Yeah. And trust me, even in the day, just walking through those woods is spooky as heck.
Yeah, and you can easily walk past the cemetery during the day too. How overgrown it was. You had
Yeah.
to really be looking out for tombstones.
Oh man, the things we go through just to make videos and excitement.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Mind
I
you,
mean,
even doing all
The
of that,
adventure's fun. I like,
you
you know,
still
yeah,
got
the
to be
adventure
really
is fun.
careful.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
You know,
mean,
you still got to be
I,
careful.
I don't know. Is it really exciting? I mean, I do get excited, when I watch Franco TV, when I watch Omar, when I watch uh everybody else's videos and they do something exciting.
Me too, man.
But I think it's a little bit more scarier when you do it yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you're actually doing it yourself, and then not only that it's a little more exciting or scarier doing it yourself, but do you bring that same effect to your videos so people look at it and say, "Oh man, that is scary. Ooh, I would love to do that one day." Blah blah blah. All this and that. Good night. And
And it goes on.
sometimes
There you go,
I
Tom.
I wonder that. I wonder, man. I wonder if my video is good enough for people to say, "Oh wow," I want to do something like that. Because to be honest, I'm gonna be honest here. If it wasn't for Omar, and I'm pretty sure I speak for a lot of you guys. If it wasn't for Omar's videos, we wouldn't be here,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't be doing what we like to do. I
Well,
mean,
I'd be watching, so.
I, I, I've seen and I've heard people say, "Man, yeah, if it wasn't for Omar's video, man, I wouldn't be doing this." And Omar was the first YouTuber that my guy Adrian hooked me up with, and it took me about a year and a half to decide to start my YouTube channel. And I was like, man, I can't do this. I can't do this. I mean, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm an actor. But it's the same thing. You're in front of the camera. You're behind the camera. It's the same thing. But you're yourself. You're not acting as something else. You're doing you're doing you.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, me, it was the guy that fell through the floor and his backpack saved him. It's mostly him.
Oh wow.
And that was during the confinement. He was doing a live stream, and he
Right.
said, "Now is the time to start your channel. Everybody's home, so that's the only thing they have to do is watch videos." I said, "Oh, that's true." And I'm saying, "Yeah, but I'm too old or something." And I wanted to do abandon only. I started off my channel with just abandon, but as I'm going through, well, people were starting to hear voices at this timestamp and that's so.
Right.
Okay, I'll
That's pretty
check
much
it out.
how mine was too. I started out just as abandoned, and
Robbie.
paranormal kind of melded into it.
Yeah.
Hey, Robbie. And the first YouTuber I was watching was Adam the Woo. He was back then. He was doing abandoned stuff too back in 2010, 2011 when I started watching YouTube. So he was doing all abandoned back then until he got in trouble with trespassing, and then also got trespassed out of Disney for I don't know how many years. He was trespassed out of Disney. He couldn't go at all. Banned from Disney for trespassing. Exploring.
Okay.
I got busted twice, and that made the decision to stop before it gets worse.
Yeah, that's why he stopped too, is because of the trespassing stuff.
Oh wow. I mean, I guess we all got inspired by different people. How about you, Donnie?
Nice face. I would like to meet Adam one day. I thought he was a big inspiration for my channel. So as I said, I started watching, and soon after that, because he stopped doing abandoned, I kind of found James the Fam, and that's how I found through James. I found Omar.
Huh, okay. How about you, Donnie?
Believe it or not, the two that gave me inspiration to start my YouTube channel was actually Omar and James, and the convenience store that I used to work at and make pizzas at. He actually came through there and bought one of the pizzas Omar did, and when he turned around, the tattoo on the back of his leg, and I was like, man, I know that tattoo. And it didn't ring a bell with me till I was looking through the videos, and I seen the tattoo in a video, and I said, "Holy shit, that's Omar!" And I ran out the door, and he was about to pull away from the gas pump, and I was like, "Omar," and he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What's up, man?" And, I gave him 5, and he's like, "I got the fam here," and I was like, "Oh, that's cool. What's up?" And they were driving through to go somewhere else, and they had just got some bad news. So they did a live stream actually maybe 5 minutes after they had left my store, and I was like, I'm gonna start my YouTube channel. And I know I'm gonna do paranormal. So that's where it came from. It was in December of 2021, I think, is when I uploaded my very first video. I went home that night and went right next door to the house where the gentleman had passed away in, and I just did a spirit box session outside of it. That was my very first video that night.
That's cool, man. How about you, Vaca? Who
Well, during lockdown, of course, my son had been talking about YouTube for years. And I was like, I might have a look. What's this YouTube business all about, And I thought, I don't know. I'll look up paranormal stuff, So IMARS was one of the first ones that popped up, and I clicked into that, watched it, thought, wow, I really like this guy. I like his content, so I watched a few more. And then he did one with Amy and Lainey from What the Paranormal.
Uh-huh.
And he was giving them a shout out and, saying, these two lovely ladies, you've got to check out their channel. So I thought, cool, they seem really cool too. I'm going to go check out their channel.
Frank.
And, I got up a bit of gumption one day when they were live after a couple of weeks of watching some of their stuff. And I thought, I'll be brave and I'll go into chat.
Frank.
And the rest is history from there. I met everyone and all these wonderful people, and
that's awesome, Robbie.
Well, yeah, and I've met so many amazing people. It's just been wonderful, and I see all sorts of content, and and I just thought, I'll do my bit. No, I'll just try and share everyone, because it doesn't matter what you make, and it doesn't matter. I hate to say it. I'm going to say the words. I hate to say it, but I don't care whether it's fake or entertainment or real. You're all out there working to provide content for free,
right?
For me and everybody else. So I'm going to share you out because it takes time, takes fuel, takes, you know what I mean? Like, so that's why I share everyone, because regardless of your content, what you make, who you are, you took time out of your day, out of your life. Could have cost a lot of money for all I know.
Yeah.
And to put up free entertainment for me and everybody else. So, I share everyone. Yeah, well, I try anyway. I when I can.
Yeah, I mean, for us YouTuber, I mean, I know it costs us, like you said, Vaca. It costs us fuel. It costs us, lunch break. It costs us cameras and all this other stuff. But just to do videos that we enjoy ourselves, just to show our vision to you guys, for you guys to enjoy this for free, Now, I looked at my what they call that, analytics, and I've seen a lot of people watching my videos, and not subscribe to it. And whoever's watching this video, this live right now, is free. It doesn't cost you not 1 cent. Just hit that subscribe button. I mean, if you like the videos, that's awesome. If you don't, hey, that's awesome too. I mean, it's not
that's
for
why
everybody.
I made a YouTube channel, because I couldn't actually subscribe to channels without making an account. So I did that. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to see people.
Right.
Why does YouTube have ads on some of my videos, which I'm not monetized? The videos have no copyright issues or anything like that, so there should be no monetization on it, except for their high view videos. Why do they have ads on it, and how come I don't see none of that money?
Right. You know what? That happened to me once too. I had a commercial on one of mine, and I'm like, why would I have commercial on one of my videos? I'm not monetized. I'm not seeing that money. I mean, nobody reach out to me for anything. What's
That's
going on
YouTube
here?
making their extra dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know
That
I've got a couple
started in
videos that are
November
like
of last
10K,
year.
14K, and I noticed there's ads on those videos. I'm like, what the heck? There's no copyright issues with these videos.
I've
It's just because
noticed.
they have
Videos.
10K, 12K on them, or whatever.
Mhm.
Some
Well, see-
channels have just 100, and they have ads on it. That's a new thing that YouTube started last year in November. That
And-
if you're monetized or not, if they figure you need an ad on that
What's up,
video, they're gonna put one.
They say this was.
What you gonna say, Donnie?
Good to put one on there.
Well, see, I've seen a lot of YouTubers and your TikTok, your bigger people. I've seen them where they take and they'll even put it in the title contains or includes paid program,
Paid promotion.
and they'll do their own little commercial for that product.
Yeah.
It's somewhere in that video.
Yeah, I've seen those too. Yeah.
Really? I
Yes,
didn't know
that
that.
it could see like me. I have like YouTube Premium, so I don't never see ads.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my
That-
son signed me up without knowing. He's like, "Here, Mum, I added you to my premium account." Okay.
Yes, and that's
Is that
why they've
expensive?
It's like $12 a month. I want to
Yeah,
say.
it's expensive.
I think here it's about $20 a month.
Ooh.
Wow. That's
Yeah, if it goes over $12, I'm not doing that.
$20.
Oh,
Wow.
he has no patience, man. He's my lovely special boy,
Gotcha.
and he's on the spectrum, and he has some learning issues and dyslexia and dysgraphia and stuff.
Yeah.
No patience for ads, man. So as soon as he was older and got a job and everything, he's like, premium, first thing I'm doing.
Sounds like me sometimes, It's like, I got Roku, and I tried those, real TV time thing, but different other channels or whatever they are, stations, and they all suck. The only good one that's there, and it's pretty pricey, is YouTube TV, and that's $80 a month. I'm paying.
What?
Wow.
I'm paying $80 a month. That's the only channel. That's the only channel that I like a lot. I tried a lot. Trust me. I tried $25.99. I tried
Wow.
15s. I tried the free ones, and they don't have the channel that I like. And YouTube is the only one that I know of. I mean, unless you guys find another channel that I'll drop YouTube and go to that one. But the YouTube is the only one that has the channel that I like. And I tried a lot.
So, Robbie. Yeah, because you guys, the YouTuber will still get a percentage from premium accounts
Yeah,
at least.
exactly,
So
yes,
even though
yes.
we're skipping the ads, that
Right.
channel gets that little bit at least still.
Yes.
Because that's what I said to my
Yes.
son. I said, yeah,
But that's
not-
only for monetized people, though, right? That
Right.
get the percentage.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
But I did say to him, look, I don't want to rip off my family. You know what I mean? Like, because I said to him, hang on, what do you mean you added? He goes, oh, now you don't have to watch the ads. I'm like, yeah, but that. I no
Probably
channels that are monetized, mate. Like you're taking away. I don't because before I knew I used to skip ads, and then I
Right.
realized, oh my god, that's your revenue. So
Right.
I'd watch them. Although when 45-minute ads started coming up, I drew the line. I'm like, I'm sorry, family.
I
I'm
drew the
watching
line.
a 45-minute
I caught
ad.
an hour long
Wow.
ad.
An
of
hour-long ad? Are you crazy? What?
Yeah,
What?
those ads that are
Somebody
crazy.
It
Like
was
somebody said
simple
they saw
versions,
a 20
like,
hour
small.
pills or something.
Mhm.
But
Hey.
I
So I
watched
was
it
happy with
through
that.
because I thought since it was a long ad, he'll get paid more, like at least $10. That's what I
Yeah,
was
well, that's what I thought.
and it'd
Hold
be
on.
like a tip for
But
the
people,
YouTuber.
they spend
That's what I
millions
thought.
of dollars to do commercials or ads. How much is YouTube getting out of that? And
I
Yeah,
then,
well, of course, they're
You don't
taking
not to
them
top
off.
it off, you guys,
You don't want to
the
know.
monetized people only get a little
Mhm.
fraction of the
Little bit.
whatever they
Fraction?
get. You know.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
understandable. I do
lower
see
than a fraction.
he does need more money to keep the doors open and everything operational, and handling all this video that gets uploaded is just phenomenal how they do it. So I do understand they do need to have the capital and the money behind it to keep
Oh,
adding more
Yeah.
storage and stuff like that, just to
Mhm.
keep, because people upload these videos. But,
Yeah, I mean,
but to think about the infrastructure behind YouTube is just mind
yes.
blowing.
Oh, look, I get it. I just wish that channels just got a bit more of a percentage because it seems, pretty small. And especially for those that, you're going out, you're using your money, you're spending to put
Mhm.
stuff out there. I just wished it was a little higher for all the monetized channels,
Yeah.
but I get it too. They've got to make money. How do they keep it going if they
Right.
don't make some money too?
Mhm.
So I do get that. But yeah, it's a shame that you got to sort of, some of the ads though, I don't know what they're thinking with these hour-long and 45-minute ads, because people tend to click off or just skip it if
Right.
they can skip it, if it's that
Unless,
long.
unless you just got the thing on auto and it's in the background and you don't
Right.
even recognize it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
I have done that. I'll be out and working in the garage, just
What?
start YouTube and just let it play. Which I try to go through all my subscribers, but for whatever
Mhm.
reason, you get like 5 videos in, and next thing you know, you're on some other subject in the dark corners of YouTube, and not even on your playlist anymore. So I don't know what the hell happened
Hey,
there.
yeah. Now, can somebody answer me that? Right? You're watching someone's playlist, and then there's a random video in there of somebody else's.
Yeah, that I don't get.
Have they put it in there,
Yeah, I don't know.
or is it
Well, I know.
somehow just appeared? Like,
I
I don't get it.
I mean, probably by accident. He probably saved it to his watch
that
playlist or
could be too.
something.
Yeah, I have seen videos of like, how the hell did I get that in my playlist here?
Yeah.
Or it's in this playlist, and it should be in this playlist.
Hey, Carlos
Robbie.
here. Carlos.
Robbie, it's just a little
Hey,
chair.
Carlos.
It's not that big.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess but to get pay off YouTube, I mean, I get it. You got to be monetized, but how do you guys get paid off YouTube? I mean, do they have to watch your videos, all your videos, to get one paycheck, or I mean, or it just depends?
It says on your dashboard when you go in your studio,
Uh-huh.
there's a square right here, and it says estimated revenue for the whole month. And
And
I
I've
get
heard
paid
you
every
only get
23rd of
paid-
the month.
Oh,
I was going to say,
wow.
I've heard you only get paid once it's hit that $100 mark too.
Yeah,
or is that
but you
only
have
on
to
the
have at
Super
least
Chat?
$100 raised. And if you didn't, they keep it and they accumulate next month, put it with that money.
Oh, so a rollover.
Yeah, up until
Gotcha.
you get $100.
And then they'll finally pay
It's
you
like a
out.
payout only at 100. So
Oh, wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I've had that, Mary. Not exactly a copyright. It wasn't a strike. It was like a warning, like a thing letting me know.
Right.
And they're the ones that annoy me the most because they're in my editing suite, which means they should be fine to use because
Right,
that
right.
program has paid for the rights.
I'm the same. I'm in the
And
same
then,
boat.
yeah, I don't know why, Mary Hunt. It's so annoying, and so many of us have this problem that I know of anyway. Even bigger ones have had the same problem, from what I can gather.
I've had that
Yeah,
problem,
see, that's
Mary, with
weird.
it could be done by you might just have a version, even though the song is public domain. You just might have a version that was done by certain artists, and their version of that song is
Yeah.
copyrighted.
Because when I do it and they copyright me, it says your video's been copyrighted, but the user said you could go ahead and use it.
look what
Yes.
I got.
I'm like, okay, so I could
Kind of
use
a
it, then
public
why
domain, so
copyright?
that's kind of weird.
Last week I was going through all my old videos, and when you're monetized, you got the video and your members only, and. But at one point, you see the dollar sign. If it's red, it's copyrighted. If it's yellow, well, there's just a little thing.
Oh, what happened to Carlos?
So it has to be green. Like for me, one of my very old videos from the beginning, I had like a yellow dollar sign, and I was reading, like you put your mouse on it, and then you can read why.
Mm.
It was saying that the owner of the song that I took belongs to him. So I'm going to be less I'm going to have less revenue than normal and less ads on that video because of that. But the owner of the song lets people use it, but not make money out of it.
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
And I got a copyright strike, a bang. Yeah.
But
And it's finishing in 1 hour, and then I'm going on my revenge on that.
but you hold on. They gave you a strike.
I was
They gave you a
90
strike.
days in the hole.
No
90
way.
days. You get
I
this
will
give
big
them-
red line across your screen on your
Yeah.
dashboard. When you go through your dashboard, you had this big freaking red line through it. And then you would put your finger there, and then you saw the bitch's name.
Right.
And for what and this and that. And I got that way back in early summer this summer. And before I got on here, there was an hour left for that thing to finish.
Well, at least they have changed that. I will give them that. I don't know about the new system, but at least they've done something rather than just strike you and take your channel down straight away.
You're supposed to like have
Well-
it 2 times before they take it down.
I mean,
Yes.
what's the real reason that they have to ban your video off your channel? Because last week I decided to go to one of my video. I was scrolling down my video, and there was a red triangle with an exclamation point in the middle of it. And when I clicked that, it said that your video's been banned.
Because
Yeah, and I'm like, hold on,
I
why is
have
this
one
video?
like that too.
Why is my video being
It's
banned?
It said that it was violent. I had violent content in my video. It was an abandoned house, and I stepped on a window that was on the floor. I didn't see it. I'm filming, and I stepped in it. I said, "Oh,
Really?
What?
yeah," and they say it's
Oh.
violence.
Yeah, people can fire pew-pews all they like and video it and put it
Yeah.
up here. What?
Not mine.
How
I
is
broke a
that?
window, so in an
They
abandoned
banned
house, I
mine
broke a
for
window, so-
music. They banned mine for music, and mine
Yeah.
was a Christmas song.
Oh yeah, they're the best way, guys. I know you don't have a lot of choice in music. The YouTube studio, stay there. You'll be safe, and it's the best way.
I mean,
I'm
I
not
do
dumb.
use some of it, but
But I don't know how to use it. I'm going to be honest. I found using Filmora way easier than trying to figure out, because I tried to use YouTube, but I could not figure out how to put the music on the video.
You click on it, and
I
then
did,
you
and it didn't
download
nothing.
it. You download it to your computer or your phone or what, and then as you're like building up your video, like cleaning it off and cutting parts, and that's where you put it, like underneath. So
man,
I
they
just
gotta
gave up.
they gotta change a lot of that music,
yeah, that music
rap,
is
and all that.
very old. They haven't changed it in 3 years at
Yeah.
least.
I think they
Yeah.
have new stuff trickle in every so often, but it's not enough. Yeah.
I always go there first, and so I went to I met a channel on YouTube that he does music, and very good music and scary music and whatever music you want. And you can download it and put his name, like credit the name, and
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I found a
It's
guy
on-
that does that too on
and it's
YouTube.
free.
Yeah.
And you have to be subscribed to him. So what's
I've been thinking about
subscribing
doing-
doing? It's not hurting anyone.
You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna subscribe to the guy. I'm gonna grab his music because YouTube. I mean, Filmora. I use Filmora. And
Oh no!
every
Sometimes,
every time I use their music, I'm getting a copyright.
yeah.
Not a strike.
Had a
It's
couple
just a
of
warning.
times. Yeah.
And when I don't want that copyright, I go to YouTube, and like you said, Sandra, they don't have a lot of selection. There's certain music
No.
that I want to use that's on Filmora, but I can't, and YouTube don't have it, and I don't play it.
But
and
I
it sounds
played a
boring,
trick on
like-
YouTube last
Apple
week.
Planet is also good for some things too, if you can find something you like on there, but it's an option, you know.
Right.
I've used Purple Planet before though, for a couple times.
Yeah, I use that too. But last week when I took out my Paragames, the Sandman, at the beginning of the video, I have that old song there, Mr. Sandman. bring
Yeah, I
me
wondered how you got
the
away
rain."
with that, sis. I was like, oh,
I
see,
got
some of
away
the
with
songs-
it because I tricked them. I took that. I have like on my phone. There's an
Yeah.
app. It's called Edge or something,
Mhm.
and it's to change the music, like the sound on your phone. Like if you want this kind of
It's a
sound,
ringtone, yeah.
and notifications.
Mhm.
But they had it there, and it's a remix. So I
Okay.
recorded it with another phone, recording it, and then I had it. And I put it on the video, and at the bottom I wrote credits, Dead remix, Sandman.
Oh wow.
They took it.
All
I've
right.
gotten away with some copyrighted music too by applying other music
Yeah, you put
along
two
with it.
songs
Yeah,
together,
two
so
songs.
you can get away with it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
Wow.
the algorithm can't pick that up because it's
Yeah, no.
not
And I'm
Well,
wondering, I
not
think it
unique.
doesn't even pick up French language.
Right.
Because the video I took out today, like most of the time I was speaking in French because this is a lady that hired me to film the house so
Mhm.
she could go to court with it. And so she was French. So, but I would write like most of what I was saying in French in the video, but
Right.
that was long. But I don't know, it took a long time for it to pick up, you know, when I took it out this morning. And late this afternoon, well, I had firecrackers on it. So it did good.
Ah.
Oh,
Oh, that's
nice.
great.
Yeah.
And I've noticed
Ah.
sometimes they won't pick it up. Anything, there's not a problem with your videos until there is a new policy update and they change something, and all of a sudden you go back and some of your videos have been, and I'm like, now see, this is where that gets me.
that should be
know
grandfathered.
it's
Yeah,
probably-
if you make a poly change, any old stuff shouldn't be affected.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Right.
And I know it would be difficult to do what I think, but I still think it should be from that date on of the new policy that it takes effect from. I don't think
Right.
it should predate.
I mean, because what if you're a big channel? You got thousands of videos. How are you going to go back and
And change everything. Yeah.
change everything? Yeah,
Exactly.
It's like
Yeah,
when
it
I
should be
first started,
that
I
forward.
went to an abandoned school that they were about to destroy it. And my son-in-law had a drone and he had drone footage of the place. So in the drone video, you see my daughter's car, you see my daughter walking. Okay. So that's my video. And there's this girl somewhere around here. She took my drone footage and she put it on her video. So I
What?
did copyright. Now, 5 minutes, the video was off her channel. I swear, I don't know what happened because I took out that video a year before her. So it showed YouTube that it's my video. Her, to change it up a bit, she put the footage backwards. So my daughter's walking, she's walking backwards.
Hmm.
Okay.
And to bite the car,
But they gotta notice it going backwards. You still have the same background.
it's still the same.
Yeah, with drone footage, when you're, if you didn't see the person walking backwards in drone footage, you really wouldn't tell if it's moving forward or backwards.
And
Right.
that time I
Flying
was
there.
only like at 300, 400 subscribers. I was a really small channel back then.
Hmm.
And this one, she has all these, she was in the big numbers and she was monetized. So,
Well, is that why now you
Wow.
can choose when you're uploading? You can choose whether people can clip it and make remixes of it and stuff. Now, have you noticed that?
Yeah,
yeah, I saw that. I was wondering what that was exactly.
Yeah, you can take away because if you don't click on it or whatever, you don't choose it. Obviously, there is some loophole that or like me when I was trying to do the
fair use.
couple of videos I did on the pie challenges and the fam reunion.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to take little clips here and there. Well, I actually did in screenshots, but technically I realized I could have done the little shots, like little clips. If you guys, if I was allowed, but on some videos, the little scissors aren't there. So they've obviously ticked the, no to remixing or snipping or whatever. Because I've noticed that on a lot more channels now too. They've taken that option away. So maybe do that, sis.
Yeah, well, I didn't know. And when we found this video, I wasn't subscribed to her at all. It's because she posted that she took out this video. She posted it on a group, Facebook group of the town here. And that school was in the town here.
Yeah.
So Eric clicked on it to see what it was, to compare from my video and say, hey, he's there. That's my daughter going by. Hey, that's my other daughter's car. So he called me and he said, look at this. I said, oh, yeah, watch this. So I went at it, had my fun with it. So she took it. I didn't have to explain for a long time or anything to YouTube that that's my footage. 5 minutes, her video was gone. And,
it just goes to show, man. I mean, what makes people think that it's all right to take other people's footage and put in and claim it as their own, and
the reason
even
why
do
I
any
got
work?
this strike that I have, it's because I went on a website to get some information of a story.
Mm-hmm.
It's a website, and I'll say it, who it is. It's Haunted Montreal. They have like a YouTube channel, and they have like a website, and there you can read the story for your own. I don't see nowhere it says copyright information, or something. And she whacked me good. So
wow.
I was like in YouTube jail for 90 days.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think you got to ask permission or at least credit them or something, don't you, to be able to
that broad
use that sort of thing? Or
that broad, she was so rude. She said, you could have asked and give credit to where it belongs. At first I'm there, what are you talking about? And then I went at it. I said, no wonder why you're crazy like that. It's because you're in Montreal. Everyone in Montreal is crazy, stupid, ass.
You heard that face?
Yeah, and that. So, yeah.
All right. All right, guys. All right. My hour is up. I'm gonna give everybody a chance to find out what they're doing this week, and let's start with Sean. What you got coming up this week, Sean?
Trying to get over this backache, man. That's why my back has been killing me between my shoulder blades. All right. I attribute it to just my angel wings growing in. Yeah, I got a video of that abandoned train I was working on. I'm gonna drop that sometime before the weekend comes. Hopefully get the topic and do something Saturday. I might just do something like this on Saturday. If not, I just got to go live anyway. Got my my celebrity gravesite project working on as well, and yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. trying to stay busy and trying to get out more, just get some more filming under my belt before winter hits here.
Yeah.
That's what
Before we go to Harbor Nation.
Yeah, right.
How about you, Sandra?
Well, I'm going to be working on a video tomorrow, but I'm hesitating between two. The Life of Bugsy. I don't know if you guys know him. He was a mafia dude in 1920. He built the Flamingo in Las Vegas. So I was thinking of taking out like a video.
Bugsy Malone.
Yeah, of Bugsy, his life, what happened, and other casinos on the strip that are considered haunted and what happened to them and stuff. Cool. So I'm hesitating between that And a big story that made it big here because it's so tragic. It was a train wreck, and they had like tanks, oil tanks, and the train had 74 of them, and there's like 60 something that exploded and eliminated the town.
Oh wow.
Like there's nothing left. And there was a bar close by, and people were there, and
Wow.
nothing. Yeah, and they're still talking about it today. They made like a documentary about it. They made a movie about it, and they even got some footage stolen from them by Netflix.
No way.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so they can put in their movie. And there was another movie. It's called A Box, something Box, but they kept it and they fought for it, and it was a big thing. So
Wow.
I think I'm going to work on that one and come back to the Bugsy thing.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. How about your live? You got lives, no?
I got a live just on Monday nights. I don't know if you guys noticed. Sometimes it lasts 10 minutes, 20 minutes,
Yeah.
15 minutes. It says the length of the story I'm telling you guys. And then on Thursday, I'm going to be taking out a short creepy. And then Friday, I finished my file that I had of all these scary stories that I would put out Friday mornings. It took me
Gotcha.
after 2 years. So I'm going to either switch that up a bit or just continue with other stories I could find. So that's it for now.
Oh wow. Nice. How about you, Vaca?
Well, I'm day here already, so I will be getting onto that so I can upload it towards the end of the day so you guys can wake up to it tomorrow. And other than that, I'm not sure at the moment. I'm sort of got lots going on and my head's a little bit foggy lately, so I don't know. I'll try and figure out something else to put up soon.
Awesome. Donnie?
I released a video last night. Now I'm going to be releasing a new one of those every week, every Monday. Now, guys, these are not videos for you to just sit and watch. Okay, these are 2 to 3 hour long videos.
We do it with Vasco and
Oh yes, there's
going with Angelo 2 hours. Why can't we do it for you?
I mean, it's something that you could put on in the background, just something that it's kind of like to give me hours. Now, this is real footage from our investigation at the Clay County Jail. But there's 4 different cameras, so there's 4 different angles. And then I also have another night vision camera that I set up in another cell, which I'm going to be uploading. I've already uploaded my actual investigation video from there. But now, since I have changed, I can't say careers because I'm still in animal welfare, but I have changed jobs, so to speak. And I have free time now. I no longer am on call. So I have more time that I can go out and do things. I get two true days off a week. So I actually have some time that I can go do some more things. I just found out there's some tunnels here in my city. And I'm going to go visit them and explore them. And I've already talked to LJ, which is one of my good friends that I always do my Randonauticas with. And we are planning another Randonautica.
Nice.
So big things in the work here.
Nice.
So I should be having a lot more content coming up thanks to my new position. And we're looking forward to getting more videos out now.
Awesome. That sounds great. As for me, I got a couple of videos. Well, actually, more than a couple of videos. I gotta edit and stuff like that. I do have my Batman collection. I got some new collection. It might be my last purchase of Batman because my wife is well, not just my wife, but my freaking office is overflown with
You
Batman
need a
collectibles.
bigger room, Patty. You need
Yes,
a bigger
I
is.
do.
room.
Yes, I do. I do need a bigger room, a lot bigger room.
I get a
And
set like that.
Don't tell her I said this, but you can move Jesse into that room and you can just have the whole bedroom.
I tried.
Ah.
I tried. It doesn't work.
I gotta get
I
a,
know you were going to say that.
I tried. It doesn't work.
gotta get yourself a set like Donnie there.
Yeah, I mean, I am gonna stop collecting just for a little while, not forever, just for a little while. I also got celebrity places that me and Sean have been. I got this one cool store that me and Sean. I got in touch with the owner. The owner told me that was good. Me and Sean went Saturday and filmed at this store. It's really cool.
Awesome.
I mean, and I love this store. This store is just like awesome. It's called
Does it have candy?
Ghoulish Moral, right? Am I right?
Ghoulish mortals.
Yeah. And
Very
this
cool.
place is awesome. This place is awesome. I got that. I gotta start working on that one. Plus, I got a buddy of mine. Me and him were actually talking about doing a movie.
Oh.
So it's not gonna be a big like 2 hour long or an hour long. It'll probably be like 15 to a half hour long. But we're talking, and hopefully if it starts snowing, we might end up doing it next year. But yeah, that's in the works. That's in the works.
Very
So,
cool, Betty. Very
yeah.
cool.
I can't wait to see some snow videos.
Yeah. So right now, I'll let you guys go. You guys enjoy your morning and your night. And you guys have a blessed day. I love you guys. Thank you
Love
for
you
coming, and
all.
I'll see you
Love y'all.
guys soon.
Have a nice evening.
Love you guys.
All right. Love you guys. Have a good one.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Twinkies for life.